Hello, Toyosi. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, hanging in there.
Good, good.
You're about to speak. I'll be on a panel at the Essence Festival. Over the years, you've been there as a participant, you've attended, and now you are going to speak. How does that feel?
So it's even more than speaking, really. I'm actually organizing the first ever Nigeria Day at the Essence Film Festival. So we're producing and curating that, meaning we're taking a delegation of our finest Nollywood talent to be on that stage and just talk about content. And it's going to be conversations around the Nigerian film industry. However, there's a larger Africa house, which I'm not going to take credit for because I don't want the Essence team to kick me off, but small credit for that. So there's a larger Africa house at the Essence Festival, again, for the very first time. And so, in fact, Juliet Ibrahim was just confirmed, I think 2 days ago, to be speaking on the Ghana panel, and there's going to be content from South Africa and from Kenya, but Nigeria is the only country, the only African country that has an entire day dedicated to it. And rightfully so. We have the second largest film industry in the world in terms of outputs. There's no reason for us to be sharing dates with the other ones. So I'm super elated, so excited about everything that's happening.
Fantastic. So tell us specifically about the Nigeria Day. When is it happening? What's going to happen? What should people expect?
So Nigeria Day is taking place on the 1st of July, 2023. It's going to be taking place in New Orleans at the Ernest N. Morial Convention Center, which is the largest convention center in New Orleans. It's a day of movies. So we're going to be screening a Nigerian movie there. There are going to be conversations as well in terms of panels. So we have a panel like producing and promoting globally relatable content, because we're really trying to push that when it is, we don't want the African story to be for Africa, by Africa for Africa. You know what I mean? Not just by Africa for Africa, but by Africa for the rest of the world. And so we have panels, and then we have fireside chats with Nollywood icons and Nollywood sensations. So some of the people that'll be going, I'm just going to go on till you stop me. Some of the people that'll be going, the icon of icons, RMD, Richard Mofe-Damijo, is going to be there. We're going to be having a fireside chat with him, just talking about the journey so far. And then we have the Nollywood sensations, my husband, Toyosi Etim Effiong, Efa Iwara, Omomi Dada, Kunle Remi. These are the shining stars of Nollywood right now. So we'll be conversing with them. And of course, there'll be opportunities to meet and greet them at the event.
One thing with festivals I've noticed is that some films take the opportunity to show for the first time over there. Yes. Is that going to happen in the case of the Nigeria Day also?
It's not. We really tried to get an exclusive film, but we got this agreement with Essence at the end of April. And we haven't been able to secure any film that hasn't been screened yet. However, the movie will be coming out on the 30th of June, and Nigeria Day is the 1st of July. So there's still the chance that nobody would have seen it yet. Yeah, so it's relatively or fairly new.
Fantastic. So you are a regular there. For people who haven't been to the festival, tell us about it, how it flows, what it promotes, what we should Right.
So Essence Fest as a whole is such an electric event. I say it's an electric event. The energy there is palpable. It's literally people across all industries, African Americans and Black people in the diaspora, across all industries who have done significant work in their spaces. They call it a family reunion. That's where you get to see, last year we saw Janet Jackson and we saw Kevin Hart, but there were also like the MD of, I think it was one of these financial institutions, and then the vice president was there, Kamala Harris was there. And so it's across government, it's across finance, it's across film and entertainment, of course, music. The performances last year were great. So the way Essence works, it has the day events, and those cut across food and, like I said, beauty, fashion, finance, economics, government, film. And then at night, it's a different vibe. At night is like the musical concerts and the performances. So last year, Wyclef performed. This year, I know Lauryn Hill is in the lineup. We even have Wizkid in the lineup this year as well, and Thames, and I think it's Daniel. So they're going to be holding it down for Nigeria in the music space, while we hold it down for Nigeria in the film space. So it's a place to connect. It's a place to network. Please feel free to come with your business cards and come with your business proposals, because you never know who you would run into there. And that's the kind of space Essence is.
Great. I mean, so what makes it now the perfect time? Like, I mean, we see this inclusion of Africa, inclusion of Nigeria in this. What makes now such a good time?
You know, I said to them, especially for the film festival, I said, is it a Black film festival or an African-American film festival? If it's a Black film festival, then Nigeria must be on your tab. Like, Nigeria needs a seat at the table because we're Black, okay? Most populous Black nation in the world, don't even play with us. But if it is an African-American film festival, then by all means, go ahead with the African-American producers and filmmakers. Yes, I say that to say it's such a rich space, like I said, and it is time for collaborations. We see what happened with Afrobeats. We see what happened, how Afrobeats just became this movement that now even has its own, category at the Grammys. It's that huge. Wouldn't it be great to have Best Nollywood Film at the Oscars? Wouldn't it be great to actually have that? Not lumping us up with, world movie or whatever it is, like having an African, best African film. I'm talking to you, Ghanaian. Let me not Nigeria in this conversation, but best African film, just because of how much we've grown. I think it's time the rest of the world recognized what's happening here on the continent. And I think they have already recognized it, to be honest. We have Netflix here now. They've set up office. It's not like they have a dedicated Nigerian office. They have even Prime as well. Prime did this huge launch here. I was there. It was a beautiful event, literally making a statement that Nigeria, we are here and we're here to stay. It's not a joke for us. The Netflix report from last year, I think it was the CMO or so who wrote that this is a long-term thing for us. It's not going to be like a flash in the pan kind of conversation. Disney is around. Disney is sniffing. I say they're sniffing and they're about to settle in here because they're just seeing the sheer amount of talent and what we've been able to accomplish on our own. So now talk about when we now have the opportunity to partner with people who have been doing this for much longer and who have a track record of being excellent over the years. It's about time that we had such collaborations.
Fantastic. I mean, like you're saying, as somebody who has been promoting particularly film in Nigeria and Africa, I think over the years, our production quality has improved, the storytelling has also improved. What more must we do to not have just a seat at the table, but to maintain and people realize that we are players also?
I think there would always be that group or sector within Nollywood that would cater to Nigerians, and Africans, that would tell the jokes that only we understand, that will share the stories that appeal to only us. There would always be that group. But I know that there is a group that has gone beyond that and is like, you know what, we want to tell our stories to the world in a way that they understand it. We're not just going to keep to the nuances and using the slangs and using words that only us understand. We're going to package it in a way that the rest of the world can understand. I keep making reference to like a Slumdog Millionaire. I don't know if you saw that, the Indian movie about the boy who wants to be a millionaire. It was a Bollywood film, but it was globally relatable. All of us, plus us here, plus the West, everybody, we all enjoyed it. Those are the kinds of stories that we now need to focus on, that we now need to continually tell, because we are enough of being a big fish in a small pond. It's time to be big fish in the big ocean. Let's all be swimming, and if we need to, we will not jam ourselves, but let's just be swimming in the big ocean and leave this small pond and being like king of a street, and get on a big stage, get on a mountain and take over that mountain.
Fantastic. So for those of us who cannot join the festival in person, how do we follow up everything that is happening, particularly through your platform?
Essence has a virtual component to it. So last year they had about 500,000 people in person, but virtually and in person combined were about 1.9 million. And then they made, you would appreciate this, 41 point something billion digital impressions last year. Insane. All this to say, follow us online. The hashtag for us really for the Nigeria Day is Nigeria Day at Essence. That's our major hashtag. And of course, please feel free to follow me because I'll be updating. My handle is at @the_Toyosi, and the company is at That Good Media HQ on Instagram. And just, follow the hashtag.
Fantastic. Do have fun. Take some Nigeria love there. Let them
absolutely. Thank you.
We'll be keeping an eye out to see how things roll out, and all the very best. And like you're saying, this is the first time you're having a Nigeria Day. We hope it's the first of many to come, and hopefully more for Africa also.
Thank you so much. And I just want to quickly say, Ameyaw, that I know I said it before you started recording, I'm just saying it again. Thank you for being consistent. I've known you for years. I feel like I won't say I grew up with you, but I don't even know how old you are, and it's fine. We don't need to know each other's ages. It's okay. You've been so consistent. Thank you for telling our stories the way you tell them. Thank you for not giving up. Platforms like yours are tools that we can use to say, hey, we've been doing this for a long time. It's not you that just showed us how to do it. We've been telling our stories for a long time. Check out this website. Okay, that's what platforms like yours do. So I want to say thank you. Please keep up the good job. Please don't give up. Okay, if you were thinking of quitting, this is me saying, please just perish that thought and keep doing what you're doing. And please let me know how I personally can support you as well with anything you're doing.